Mr. Speaker, I have a very simple message. Let your people go. The American people are very frustrated by what we are doing here. They want us to end this shutdown. In fact, some 70% of them do not like the way you or the Republican majority are handling this crisis. So, Mr. Speaker, if you will just let your people go and allow us to bring a clean continuing resolution to the floor, we can end this. Despite your claims to the contrary, it's clear to everyone that we have at least 17 votes required from your side of the aisle to pass the continuing resolution. So, Mr. Speaker, why don't you just let your people go? I have a simple question for you. If you think to the contrary, that the votes are not there, then why not put your cards on the table and allow a vote? The American people cannot afford more rounds of betting their economic future on politicians betting on a pair and thinking they have a full house. The American people think it's time to call your bluff. Mr. Speaker, let your people go. We can reopen the World War II Memorial and the VA today. We can ensure that all military families receive death benefits and can travel to Dover Air Force Base to receive their loved ones' remains. We can end what senators on the other side of the aisle have declared, quote, shameful and embarrassing. We can end this today, Mr. Speaker, if you let your people go. Holding back on a vote prevents the opening of life-saving clinical trials at the NIH. It prevents the opening of national parks and museums for use by families everywhere. The shutdown is costing taxpayers $12.5 million each and every hour you refuse to vote. And it's costing the American people already $2.5 billion. But don't listen to me. Listen to your own caucus members. Enough is enough, said one Republican in the House. Let's get on with the business we were sent to do. Another Republican agreed with him. The politics should be over, he said. It's time to legislate. Another said, I'd vote for a clean CR because I don't think this strategy is working. And many more echo these sentiments, Mr. Speaker. Let your people go. Instead, you seem to be listening to a small faction in your caucus that says they want to, quote, win at any cost. They say they won't be disrespected and that they need to get something out of this, but don't know what it is. Mr. Speaker, I hope you will see what is clear to everyone around the world watching. There are no winners. Mr. Speaker, let your people go. It's blackmail to shut down the government because you don't like the Affordable Care Act. Mr. Speaker, listen to those blunt assessments from your own caucus who call the followers of this strategy, quote, lemmings with suicide vests. Traditional allies of the GOP, like the Chamber of Commerce, have said this is, quote, not in the best interest of the U.S. business community. The Wall Street Journal has called it a kamikaze mission. And in fact, in their editorial headline, they said, are the Republicans nuts? Another Republican senator said, this strategy isn't good for America. This last comment really says it best. This is not good for America. Mr. Speaker, let your people go and bring a clean CR to a vote. I yield back.